Hello and welcome to the live stream. My name is Pam Stewart. I'm an author of young adult science fiction and fantasy. And today, we're going to write. We're going to write like we mean it. We're going to write all of the words, not just some of the words, all of the words. It is surprisingly and shockingly the end of June. The first few months of the year felt like it took 5,000 years. Now suddenly time is compressing upon itself. I feel like I've been jostled around in a TARDIS, to be honest with you. How is everyone doing today? I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment. Let me know what's up. How was your week? Dun, 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 dun. So, I am proudly sporting my Ravenclaw colors. I adore Ravenclaw because I am also a very logical and methodical person. And that whole aesthetic really appeals to me. So when I took the test and I came out Ravenclaw, I was not angry. I was not hurt by that revelation that I was Ravenclaw. In fact, it wasn't surprising. Well, hello, Valley. It's so good to see you again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have actually had a tough week. The first couple weeks back to work after the lockdown and everything, I was kind of still hepped up on all my free, the time I'd had off and being able to write almost full time, or at least a lot more than I normally can. And now that energy level is like, it's starting to drain a little bit. And I'm starting to remember exactly how hard it is to fit in writing in between working full time and driving to work and making your lunches and doing all that everyday normal, daily stuff we have to do to support ourselves. So the challenge, I guess, is for me right now, until my books start making more money or I come up with a better exit plan, then I guess the strategy is to just keep writing and seeing how fast I can write. I pulled out some of my old books to give myself some motivation. Well, these are, super old. Yeah. This one, I don't know if you guys have seen it. That's the grocery list. Don't ignore that. Don't look at the grocery list. But I see 2K to 10K. And I actually read this first from the author's website, and it's Rachel Aaron wrote this book. And I read this 5 or 6 years ago now. And so many of the things in here are just gold. And I think a lot of it's even free on her website, like the basics of how to write 2K to 10K. But the book is really definitely worth the investment. I think it's $2.99 on Amazon. And I'll give you a link later if you're interested. But let me see. I highlighted something even. It was just right? There's 3 cornerstones of the idea. It's knowledge of what you write before you write it. So coming up with a good idea of what your next section is going to be like, and then to block out time and keep record of how much time you're investing. And that's super important, and tracking everything. And that's where I started. After I read this is when I started tracking every time I was writing, so I could see how many words an hour I was doing. And I've kind of fallen off the wagon on that. So this is really motivating me to get back into the swing. And then number 3 on her ideas on how to write 10K a day is enthusiasm. So let's say I'll read something from it. I'd look for all the little cool little hooks and parts that interested me most and focus on those, since they were obviously what made the scene cool. And if I couldn't find anything to get excited over, then I would change the scene or get rid of it entirely. And I think that's also very helpful advice, because it's really easy to get into this scene has to be here. And it's super boring to write, but it has to be there so they understand the story. But maybe it doesn't have to be there. Maybe there's a way you could synopsize that into a sentence, or you could just not have it and just have them refer to what happened or find another way into the next scene. Maybe you've not dug deep enough yet. Hello and greetings to everyone who's joining later. So good to see everyone. And I'm fighting back against the system today. This is my rebel live stream where we will get all of the words. We will slay our word counts because that is the only way to achieve freedom with writing. Another exciting thing that happened this week, and I know it might not be exciting for everyone, but I got my Firefly sticker. And if you've never seen Firefly, what is wrong with you? Go out and watch it right now. Ooh, it's Serenity. And I can't decide if I want to put this on my car or on my computer. I'm just so, I think I'm going to put it on my computer because this is one of the best shows ever made. Yeah, I love it. Hey, yay, Zendora, you have that book. You know what? It's an excellent book. And if you've not read it yet and then actually applied it, or you read it like I did and applied it for a while and then got distracted, and then you're like, why can't I write all of the words anymore? It's because you're not following the triangle of production. Yeah, Oliver, that's my Ollie Pop. I gave him catnip. I fed him early. He's just being Ollie. He was named, for fun fact of the day, he was named after Oliver Queen from the Arrow series, because when Oliver came home, my little Oliver, I was really into Arrow. It had just come out, and Stephen Amell, he's just a nice little tasty, he's superhero. Yes, he's a superhero, and I just love the name Oliver. I just thought it was cute. So Barb is here, and Val's here, and Zendora's here. So we have lots of people enjoying our live stream so far, and I've not done my first sprint yet. I think it might be time. So those of you who are prepping for Camp Nano, welcome. I am also hoping to prep for Camp Nano. I finished my second edit on Cadet. Now I'm just going back and trying to implement more of the suggestions I got from early readers and doing the fine edit for grammar and stuff. So now I'm going to be free for July camp, but I only got like 3 days to prep. So today is going to be trying to get ideas. And after this first live stream, I'm going to, after this first 15-minute warm-up sprint, I'm going to definitely be asking you what you do to have ideas or to get yourself in a creative mindset, because it's really switching gears to go from, I've edited for like 6 months now, so I've not written a lot of new stuff. So I had to get back into my creativity mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as Rachel Aaron suggested, I'm going to say, get in mind a scene that you want to write or edit, and one that you can be excited about, because that's important too. And don't forget to track your numbers, because she does it and endorse tracking your numbers and comparing them as you go through time. Then you could see what environments and what circumstances increase your word count. I know these help me because I know I have accountability and that people are out there. So I can't just get up and go and do laundry like I have done before in the middle of a sprint at home, just because for some reason my brain goes, oh, you need to clean house right now. You don't need to clean house right now. You don't need a drink unless, well, hurry up and go get a drink if you need a drink. I'm drinking poison of choice, the Zevia. If you need a drink, get a drink. Oh, Oliver. Oh, Oliver, why? Hey, Anna! Anna Banana. Oh, you probably hate that. I'm sorry. Hi, Anna. We're getting ready for the first warm-up sprint. I always like to start with 15 minutes because I feel like that's a good time to kind of get your head in the game. I already have my timer set up, so let's see if I can become an expert at this. Oh, look at that. The angels are singing. That wasn't me. That was angels. They were off-key angels. Off-key angels. All right. Get your Word document ready. Think about what you're going to write. Get excited about it. Make sure it's one of those scenes that reminds you why you like writing. Okay? Or just get a scene you need to edit and just make it sing. Make it the best scene that you can at this moment. We're going to do this. All right. Warm up, fingers. Energy, energy, energy. We can do it. 15 minutes. Any mark? Get set. Go. And that is time. How did you do? How did you do, ladies and gentlemen? How did you do? I actually wrote this time. It wasn't just editing for once. Exciting. Adventure. I got 292 words. And that's with cat distractions. Cat distractions, is that a word? No, I don't think it's good. I can't make it a thing. But it was kitty distractions for sure. Share your numbers. I really want to give you the crown or the scepter of the day. I don't have actual physical either of those, but I will give you a hearty high five and a amazing shout out. So show me what your numbers are. I got 292 on my brand. Well, it's not on the store yet because officially I'm doing it for Camp Nanowrimo for July, but I'm doing backstory of and plot and kind of outline for. It's called. It's going to be called Space Pirate Rising, and it's about Vega Volante, my main character's brother, and I'm actually really excited to write something new for the first time in forever. Isn't that a song from like Tangled or something? Or first time in forever. Or is that from Frozen? Oh my God, 493. I'm guessing your dog doesn't bother you like my cats do. And you're just amazing. See, you follow this probably better than I do. This is my new goal for my next quarter. I'm doing my quarterly goals right now because we're going into Q3, which is another exciting thing for me. So I'm sitting here with my note paper and my big, huge, this is my goals notebook. And this is what I got here. What does it say? It says something exciting. All right. Actually, you probably can't see it, but actually I can. And it's purple and pink, and I love it because I'm a nerd. But this is where I write all my like thoughts and ideas and on how it's going. Oh, you have the 2K to 10K too. Such a good book. And it needs, for me, I need to kind of go over it right now again. I like having the physical copy because at first I read it only online. Like I read it, craft books I need to touch. I need to be able to highlight, and I need to go through and just say, yes, that point. Here's another good one. And this one I haven't really used that much, but I've heard good things, especially if you want to become a faster writer. Right now, I'm a plantser, but it's Take Off Your Pants by Libby Hawker. And I've read parts of it. I've not read the whole thing straight through. I got the audio and the physical book because it was, from what I read, it was already very good. And she went from writing a book every 2 to 3 years to writing like a book every couple months. And these are not like short books either. These are like good, what do you call them? Like historical, like researched and everything books that she's writing really fast. So I figure maybe someday, like maybe this next time I will. You hit the sweet spot. Last week I was in the sweet spot. Aww. See, my cats just want my attention. Now, occasionally we'll hit a nice moment when they're all like, oh, it's nap time. But they usually want to be on the computer or on my arm. So I just like one arm back here. So I'm typing like one-handed and my mouse is over here. So no, I think cats are just born to be human. Well, they're very human in their need for attention. But I envy your dogs. I do love my dogs too. I haven't had a dog in a while. I live in an apartment right now, mostly because I want to save cost. Because what I was talking about earlier, and the fact that I want to transition out of working full time to being a full time writer. Yay! That's sort of been the goal for like a long time. I think I just have to wrap my head around my creative side and my analytical side. I think that they're at odds when they're really not. It's just more of a fear. And I think there'll always be something standing in my way. Eventually, I'm just going to have to make the leap and just do it. And making sure that I have a good plan in place. But I'd rather be an excellent writer. I'd rather be mediocre writer than an excellent accountant. I think that's from something that Jim Carrey said. He had this wonderful speech about how his dad was an accountant and he hated it, but he wasn't even a great accountant and ended up getting fired from it. So even if you're got a job that provides for you, it's not guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed if the lockdown has taught us nothing else. So why not just do what you love and try to make a living doing it? And worst case scenario, you end up slinging coffee down at the local coffee barista as a barista. And hey, I like coffee. And if you guys are wondering why my words a minute are so much higher for my mouth, it's because I did have coffee today. And I've not had real coffee in a while. So you're going to see super hyper Pam. Oh my God. Yes, Sandora, you might be my soulmate out there, because I get that and I feel it. And you know what? That part of you that wants to go and explore needs to be honored as well. Because I found that some of my best trips and some of the best the chances I've taken. Now, look, I'm going to share one more little story. And I know I'm kind of going on and on. So just please say, hey, we need to write in the comments if it's getting to be too much. But I have taken very calculated chances through the years and been terrified every time. But you know what? I survived every time. Even when I had 2 little kids, I went part-time for 7 years because I worked for 2 years really, really hard, and I saved every penny. I got down to a ridiculously low budget, and I worked part-time. And luckily, I was in a job that I could do overtime and stuff, whenever I needed extra cash. And I was living in a place that was very inexpensive. And hopefully my kids didn't feel deprived. I don't think they did, because they both still talk to me and they still like me. I gave them everything that they needed. I didn't give them everything that they wanted. But I took a big chance with that. Now, eventually the money did run out and I had to go back and get a job. But I guess the fear now is I'm older, so it would be harder to come in and out of the job market. But like I said, there's always something. I'm capable of doing work. And why not? If I don't have the time to invest in the writing now, I never will. Wow, I'm pep talking myself into it. Oh, hi. Firefly. Better discussion. I'm trying to transition. It's not working. I'm happy to see that you guys are editing and writing. And you know what? This is it. I don't need my therapy session. I know what I need to do. I just need to be. Hey, Barb. Okay. Oh, so you're in the final stages. So you're doing what I should be doing with Cadet, but I'm playing in my news story. Oh, space pirates. Let's see if anyone else is doing here. No more word counts to share. And you know what? I'm glad to have you here, no matter what you're working on. And if you're just adding setting and stuff, that's important to make the world filled out and fun. And much more readable. I mean, who wants to read about two people in a box, not the whole world? I'm a sci-fi fantasy reader, and I need to have atmosphere to enjoy my reading and writing. I appreciate you guys listening to my ranting about creative freedom and my goals. And you know what? This next writing sprint is going to be one more building block on my way to where I want to be. And I think we should do a 25-minute or wow. I don't know if are you guys stretched enough? You get them fingers all warm. I know I'm about ready. And I think I want to be more of an outliner according to this book. So I'm going to be reading this book in the next 3 days so I can learn to be a better outliner and actually get my short story done and maybe even start on book 3 in the trilogy. So, because the more products you have, the more money you can make and the better the end product will be. So let's get some stuff done. Let's get some words in. 25 sound good for everybody? 25, 25, 25? Because I'm feeling it. Okay. Since I hear no objections in the courtroom, $25 is good. All right, we got a winner. Hey, Zindora, did you share what you're writing? Because I'd love to know what genre you're writing in. If you want to share that in the comments, I would love to know what you're working on. Okay. I get my hands up. Oh, I can't sing lyrics on this, can I? Okay, everyone's down. Everyone's down to 25. Woo! I got 3 votes. All right, and me is 4. So I think that's enough. That's enough, guys. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. I keep singing lyrics, and I'm not supposed to do that. Ooh, fantasy romance! Ooh! When you get it done, you got to let me know. I will give you a hip hip hooray and a super cheer because that sounds really good. I love fantasy and I love romance. So I'm a huge Sarah J. Maas fan, and I like epic fantasy as well. And I love fantasy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, think about what you're going to write. Get your Word document or other ready and up. We're going to get it done. We're going to get that project done. We're going to make your dreams come true. This is another block in your journey that you're going to get done right now. You're making it happen. You. All right, let's do it. On your mark. Get set. Go! am sorry. I am sorry. I really got into that one. How did you guys do? I thought that was tremendous for me. Let me see. What did I did 424 with minor distractions. That's not bad for me for 25 minutes. In fact, that's a good pace. I usually I have to work myself back up to 500 to 600 in half an hour. I do about 1,000 an hour, I guess, on the average. So it's on par, especially with a new story too. I am just kind of feeling this out, discovering my characters. I am a plantser. So oh, bye, Cassie. Hello, Julia. Well, thank you, my sweet. Welcome to the live stream. And I'm so glad you came. And thank you for subscribing. I do these every week at 4 p.m. on Saturdays. I will be increasing the amount as Camp Nano goes on. So be prepared for notifications galore. Oh, yay! Hello, Brenda. Yeah, you know what? These focused little sprints are fantastic for getting it done, because then you know there's the end in sight and you just kind of can dig in. Julia, you are absolutely welcome here, and I am so excited that you joined our little writer circle. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're killing me, girl. Look at you go. Ah! Oh, you're going to get jazz hands and spirit fingers. It's a combo. It's a combo, guys. I didn't know I could do it, but you know, some of us have talent, I guess. America's Got Talent. No, just no. I am that weirdo. I'm sorry. I will stop now. That was an excellent sprint. Thank you all for being here and encouraging me, because without you, I probably would have just gone into, I probably would have wrote, but not on this story. I probably would have just kept focusing on Cadet, which feels weird, kind of spinny right now. I just needed a mental distance a little bit, and then I can go back and do like the grammars. And no, right? I know Zendora is killing it. Killing it, girl. Keep those dogs asleep. I used to, before my sweet dog went over the Rainbow Bridge, she would sit just at the right spot, and I would put my feet on her, because then she'd be like a little warm foot rest, and she never minded because she was a doll. She was part lab and part some other Burmese mountain dog, I think. She wasn't huge, but she was big enough, and she looked more like a lab than anything, but she was a little sweetheart. Someday when I get a house again, I will definitely have more animals, because that's what I need, is more distractions. But right now, we're going to focus on the writing. So I'm a little sad that it feels like 2020 feels like it was going to be the year of the woman, but they decided to postpone it. Because like Wonder Woman was going to come out this year, and they keep pushing her movie back. And I was super excited for the Wonder Woman 2. And what else was Black Widow was going to come out this year. Moved down and back. And I'm happy they're not just like sending it like straight to video, because the movie, oh, what did I do to my hair? But the movie experience sometimes has to be in a theater, I think, especially for big, blockbusters like that. And then I just read that Mulan had been pushed back again too. And that looks like it's going to be a great, swords and female empowerment and great story. But you know what? I'm sure they eventually will come out. Let's just hope that we can get everything under control and we can kind of get some sense of normalcy back to our lives. So out there, what projects are you working on? Are you ready? Are you guys doing Camp Nano? because I would love to be buddies with you if you've not already buddied me. But if you've not already buddied me, I'm Pam Stewart on the Camp Nano site. I would love to be friends with you and kind of cheer each other on. I will be doing these live streams as well. So make sure you subscribe before you leave. And like, because that also helps the algorithms and all whatnots so that we can find more people for our group. And I will be doing these at least once a week. There might be 1 week that I'm going to be hiking and going out a little bit, but other than that, I will be here every Saturday. And I'll be trying to do like some other times as well, because I know this doesn't work for everybody. So I'll be trying to do some in the morning maybe and some in the afternoons, depending on my work schedule, unfortunately for now. That's what I'm going to say, for now. Because the ultimate goal is not to have that work schedule anymore. What projects are you working on? As I said before, I'm working on Space Pirate Rising. I'm doing the outline. I'm kind of a loose outliner. Like I said, I might be reading the Libby Hawker book about taking off your pants, because although I'm a hardcore plantser, I think that if I had more of a solid outline, then I would probably write faster and get more things done. So right now, the goal for Camp Nano is 1,000 words a day, an average. So there'll be some days where I'm doing 2,000 words and some days I'm doing 1,000, depending on work schedule. Because I'm involved also, part of my job is not just accounting, but part is involved with the elections. So I'm it's a busy time. It's a busy time. I know, right? Zindora killed it. Short story for camp. Yeah, we're doing the short stories. Now, if I get that short story done faster, because that's going to be the goal, is to actually get some extras in. But Sarah Cannon always says, and I love Sarah Cannon. If you don't watch her, she's in Heart Breathing's channel, and she's fantastic. She does a lot of like these goal planning boards and Kanban, and she is a planner person. And I tell you what, she gives me a ton of inspiration, like a ton of inspiration. But she gets so involved. I think she spends so much time planning. I mean, I have such little sparks of time to get things done. So I feel like I would be investing so much time in planning as much as she does, that I would be actually drawing from my goal setting time, or my actual getting the goals time. I think I could get by. And I think the goal is to not put all your energy into goals that are not going to get you to the end goal that you're looking at. So at the end, I want to make good fiction that earns money. Is making sure I have a perfect goals planner and everything written down perfectly going to get me there to a certain extent, but not if I spend too much time on it. I think that I can get by with making a nice notebook like this instead of doing like a full Kanban board, and maybe doing something similar like that, but maybe a shorter, quicker, more concise version for me. Now, I know some people need the more bigger structure and that like task list and all that, but I think I need to not overwhelm myself, but I need to have strong central goals, like getting the short story done and outlining book 3 will be my July goal. Yeah, that's, and I love it. And it all, like, I actually bought some stuff to try it, and I'm like, I'm going to spend 2 hours doing this. I have 2 hours writing time. What's actually going to help me with my career? You know, what is actually going to move me forward the fastest? Like writing down a general goal of 500 words a day or 1,000 words a day or whatever, you know, you can do. Oh, a shorter urban fantasy novel. My goal will be more productive with my time instead of watching too much YouTube. Same, sister, same. I went down the vegan rabbit hole recently. That's a place. Vegan rabbit hole. Probably a carrot hole. But I understand. And I like the production videos too, but for some reason, like I'm a vegetarian, and I wouldn't say I'm a full vegan or anything, but I lean that way. I'm not hardcore, and I don't shame people or anything weird like that. But there's a couple of interesting personalities that you get so sucked in. And I think you can get motivated. And I love like Sarah Cannon. I love watching Kate Kavanaugh. I think she's fantastic. There's a couple of food people like High Carb Hannah. I think that she has some interesting videos that I watch. There's a couple more I watched that are just more entertainment than informational. And I think, Kate Kavanaugh for sure. If I could live that life, and she projects herself as being such a happy and free person and just really enjoying the writing process so much. And that's where I want to be. Like, I think I do that, but more so. I just want more of that. Yes, please. Give me that. Give me it in the cake version. Put extra frosting on it. Yes. I really want to. It seems like it would help, but then halfway through the month, I'm just like, oh, I might have. I need to be very, very more narrow, more focused. And then maybe like I do have a long task of things I'm going to do, but the main goal has to be first and foremost, writing new product. Next is promoting product. And there's lots of ways to get to those goals, but I have to focus on the big one, and then I can pick a task from the task list and work on that. And number one always has to be, for me, making new product and making new things to read that are the highest quality, and then finding a way to get it in front of as many people as possible. I mean, I think I have to keep it that simple right now, especially working the hours that I work and living the life that I live. I hope some of that is inspiring to you. So you're not the only one who struggles to get in the writing time. And these sprints are what really help me. And thank you all for being here. I don't know if I've told you this time that I appreciate you all, and it's fun writing with y'all and sharing my cat problems. Oh, if you guys noticed in the live in the last sprint where the computer kind of went up and down a little bit, it was just, it needed to breathe a little bit. And I don't know why it was kind of making a sound, and it's a newer computer. So I just wanted to give it some air. So I had to kind of lift it up a little bit. So it wasn't, we weren't having an earthquake or anything crazy. All right, I probably have time for one more big sprint or maybe two small ones. So I think I get more done in the little bit longer sprint. The 25-minute or the true Pomodoro is really my faves. Yes. When you get down to the color coding, and Cassie, I've actually seen your color coding, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Your color coding is gorgeous, girl. But I agree. I think it is a method of procrastination. I mean, I think I take one day or two right before the end of the quarter. I set up my new goals of what I want. This quarter, I did really good on the writing. I finished Cadet, and I'm almost completed with the grammar edit. It will be to the editor by the beginning of July, which is perfect. I did not finish all of Mark Dawson's lessons, but I did finish a lot of them. I just need to implement them. So if you don't know, Mark Dawson does this class, ads for authors, and it's excellent. I think he just closed the doors again, but if not, it's highly recommended, but you have to have enough books backlogged to actually make it pay itself off, I think, for read through. If you have questions about it, please leave them in the comments and I will try to answer them. I'm enjoying the class tremendously. She's the Martha Stewart of writing. She really is. she makes me like it, you know, and I don't even do everything she does. And I don't like the Erin Condren stuff. I'm not going to spend that much money, but it's so much fun watching her have fun with them. And I do my little dime store version, and I do my daily, you know, in the morning. I like to stay focused, you know, and I do track like certain things like, do I do my meditations today? Did I, you know, drink enough water? What's the word count goal for the day? I do my little things just so I can remind myself what's on the agenda. I call it my brain, because if I have a note like, oh, call the doctor today, you know, like, so it's all in here. And I also have stuff on my phone. But if I tried to have like the Kanbans and the 5 planners, it ain't no good. Yes, I think the 25-minuters are the best. All right, so we do one more 25, and hopefully we can get this done. I can't believe I already got over 700 words with you guys. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see if I can get this party started one more time. Jaded Pink reference for all of y'all. All right. Get your keyboards ready. Get your editing hats on. Ready, steady, go. muscles down. I always wanted to say that. How did you all do? I had a really good sprint. The 25-minuters, I think, are my favorite by far. I think when I hit 30, I lose my mojo, but this was fantastic. I think I got about 550 for the 25 minutes and a total of 1250 for the sprints. I am amazed. So that would be an hour and 5 minutes. I did 1,250 words. For me, that's actually better than my nano pace. I just thought of this argument that my characters were going to have, and it just got pretty intense. And I really enjoyed it. So, yay. I'm feeling, when I started this, I was actually I wasn't in a bad mood. I was just kind of more contemplative and thinking about potential negativities. And now that I'm back in my creative juices flowing, I feel very excited and happy again. So thank y'all for helping me with that and getting me back into my sweet spot of happiness. Share your numbers. How much you get done? Did you finish a lot in the 25? I think, for sure 25 is my favorite. Well, even if you're watching this later, please leave a comment because I do read the comments later. And let me know what your numbers are for the sprints and what you got for the total sprint. Mine, again, was 1250. Yay. I think I got some good goals now for what this new NaNoWriMo is going to be, because now if I'm held accountable by y'all, I'm going to be killing it. I have to do multiple sprints to get all of these words in. Man, yay. Thanks, Brenda. I'm really excited. Oh, that's a good one. You are so thorough. I used to be more thorough and do that every single time. I still do, but not for everything. And when I'm getting into a section where there's a lot of dialogue, I especially like it read to me. So I tend to drop out A's and thes and hey, Zendora. Zendora. Hit it. She hit it. She hit it. She got it. She got it. Jazz hands. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 312 is commendable. I will tip my imaginary hat to you. Yes, Barb. My MVP. Always here. Always doing a good job. Always, you show me what it means to be consistent and to be focused. So thank you. Yes. Yay, jazz hands. Jazz hands. I'm glad that I'm getting some of the vibes back. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling it. Wow, I'm going to take this into the rest of the night. I do have to get back to my cadet edits and get that sucker out by the 4th, which is, impending. But hey, y'all, can anyone make it on the 4th of July? Because I really want to do a sprint, because I don't have any big plans for the 4th because of the lockdowns and things. So I'm probably going to be at home. It'll be still at 4:00. So even if you're going to fireworks or whatnot, you probably could get in a sprint or two early. And it is July, so it's camp. So it'll be the 4th of July and Camp Nano. It'll be like a super special epic version of the live sprints. I mean, I might have to wear red, white, and blue or sparklers, or who knows what craziness might happen. So let me know if you would like to be here. I think I'm going to be here regardless, but everyone, please mark on your calendars because I'm going to be back for the 4th of July. I hope that you're going to be around and you will be willing to join me. And all of you, I wish you luck on July Camp NaNoWrimo and whatever projects you're working on. Thank you all for showing up today. I'm going to say my phrase that I like to say It's right on right now. And I want you guys to keep on. If you're on a good groove, which I am, and I might just keep writing here for a little bit because this argument was pretty intense. Oh, I appreciate that, Barb. And, you know, even in the replays, you get to have all the fun. It's almost the same amount of fun, except for I don't get to respond to you in real time. But that's, you know, I'll still respond. So leave comments and give me a thumbs up, hopefully, if you enjoy yourself and enjoy your family reunion. And you guys keep the good vibes. Take care. Happy 4th. If for all those who celebrate, and I need to get off of here and have some dinner because I have other commitment coming up here pretty quick. But thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. I will see you next week, and I will probably be doing more live sprints. I will leave it. I'll be doing notices, so please, you know, subscribe and, you know, turn on your little bell and all that good stuff because I will be doing multiple live sprints. Or follow me on Instagram because I will be noticing there too when I do extra live sprints. So thank you all for showing. I appreciate it. I will talk to you soon. Have a great night and